Welcome in, Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas. Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Pros Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
That's how we're going to start the show today. Woo! Every day we start the show with the new noise, and I'm waiting on an do you say audiology? Is that right? The hearing company's audiology? Is that right? Audiologist?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm waiting on an audiologist or audiology business to sponsor our secret sound of the day.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Been wanting to have it for a long time. Can't find nobody to sponsor it, Elizabeth. We were going to be giving away some money. What my goal was. Man, we're hopping right into this morning.
Getting right into it.
Goals are great.
My goal was, let's get somebody to sponsor it, take maybe 25% of it to help with the operating costs. The other 75% just give it back, and if people don't get it right, the jackpot goes up each day.
Fun.
That was going to be so. The noise today, people may have not. It could have been. They would have. Who knows what it would have been? So. Well, welcome in as we get rolling. We got two special guests today. Of course, this is my little guest that's always here this week. But we have a very, very special guest join us, and I will formally introduce her right now, Miss Elizabeth Florer. Welcome, Elizabeth. Good to see you from CAT CAFE.
Thank you.
And Isaiah's like, you left me out, man.
I'm a regular at this point.
Another very special guest joining us here on another great morning on Good Morning Huntsville, episode number 532. As always, big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all your jewelry needs. But our other special guest, our co-host here on a wonderful Wednesday, none other than the IB.
Oh, man.
Isaiah Berry. We have IG Liggins here in town, but we got and he's a good man. Have you ever met IG?
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to introduce you to him.
Oh, I can't wait.
So... You know, some people got IG, but we got IB. So, welcome.
We'll get that on a T-shirt.
Anybody ever called you IB?
Yeah, well, some of my friends back in high school used to just call me I.
Like,
that was it. They would go, hey, I.
You ever tell you back in the day, well, there ain't no I in team? Remember that phrase?
Yeah.
I said that to somebody one time. You know what they said back to me? Well, there ain't no you either.
I remember Kobe Bryant used to say there's no I in team, but there's an M-E in it.
Yeah. There you go. See, he knew. Well, hey, friends, welcome in. Do us a favor as we get rolling here on this wonderful Wednesday. Send us a comment below. Let us know that you're out there, that you're joining us, and what you're thankful for today. There is always so much to be thankful for here in our wonderful community. We got a great show lined up. We wanted to hop right into it this morning with Elizabeth. She is with CAT CAFE. And Elizabeth, we wanted to highlight, as we always do, the good here in Huntsville. And we're going to talk here in a moment about something very special that happened at the CAT CAFE here just a couple of weeks ago. But before we do that, let us know how you've been. It's always great to see your smiling face.
Thank you.
And let us know what you've been up to.
Oh gosh. Well, folks that know me know that I went through, I call it rack attack, breast cancer a few years ago. I make a joke out of it because I wanted to take the power away from the name.
Yeah.
And the chemo sticks with you a really long time, and it really ages you. I saw myself age like 10 years in a very short time. But I've mentioned earlier that I feel like I'm getting younger right now. And
Well, I want to say, I didn't mean to cut you off, but respectfully, you look even younger than the last time I saw you. So see, there's something to this.
Thank you. Well, I'm on a journey of personal health. I'm using functional mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
We're actually carrying functional mushrooms now at the CAT CAFE, and I drink mushrooms every day. Now these, there's 3 kinds of mushrooms. There's the culinary, the functional, and the psychoactive. We don't do the psychoactive ones. Yeah, we leave those alone.
Yeah.
But I've had people come into the coffee shop to talk about how to not drink coffee, and I've been able to help them get onto mushroom products that are better for you and help you. And I'm feeling really good these days.
Well, that is awesome, Elizabeth. I always love, and I mean that. I'm serious. And not to say that you looked older before, because you've always been beautiful.
Well, thank you.
But I saw you I said, Elizabeth looked like she's like 20 years younger.
I feel it too.
Yeah,
I feel
you do.
it.
I can like when I saw you and you walked in here, I was like, there's so much joy in this room having you here today.
Thank you.
And you could just sense that there's great things going on. So I love that. So,
Thank you.
Well, let folks know, because we want to dig into what happened, but maybe there's somebody joining us this morning that has never heard of the CAT CAFE. So let us know what the CAT CAFE is, how it started, and all those good things.
Well, first off, there's only one cat at the CAT CAFE, and that's Cat the Quirky Baker. Cat is my daughter. Told me all her life that she wanted to bake or cook for a living, and, being a parent who wanted to lead them down the right path, I kept pushing for college, and then I've come to an opportunity came up, and she is making a living doing her heart's desire.
Love that.
Yeah, and so CAT actually stands for Coffee, Art, Tea. So when you come into the CAT CAFE, you're going to see walls filled with local art. You're going to we make over 100 handcrafted beverages, and we have a bakery case full of what we call heirloom bakery items. Our inspiration has been church lady cookbooks from the early 1900s. And then Kat will take those recipes, she'll make them her own, tweak them, and occasionally she does passion bakes where you never know what's going to come out of the kitchen.
Wait, did you say church lady cookbooks?
Church lady cookbooks.
We were going through some this is the oldest Baptist church in the state of Texas.
Right, yeah.
We were going through some stuff, and we found a bunch of cookbooks. I need to get those over to you.
Yeah, we would love to look through them. Yeah.
Cool.
But, some of the recipes are from our coffee cake muffin is from a 1940 cookbook. And then, of course, we're privileged to have Margaret Houston's white cake that Derek over at the museum asked Kat to modernize. So, the only place you'll get that is at the CAT CAFE or if you're at a museum event. So, yeah.
That's great. Well, folks, you need to go in. You guys participate also in the, the sip and stroll activities that go on during the square. We went in, my wife and I, and you were not there that evening, but we went by, and I just love the atmosphere, the look. It's a very friendly place, and it's a place where you'll feel at home if you want to go in and enjoy a coffee or a snack. And you guys are right across the street from the DA's office, but the best way to describe it is just right around the corner from all the antiques there downtown.
Yep. We're half a block off the downtown square on University between 10th and 11th. So recently somebody wrote a comment on on multiple at the same time of our Facebook page posts that we shouldn't be in that building because the history of it is so dark. And our attitude is, especially once we figured out how haunted we are, our attitude is we're bringing light, music, beauty, and art into the building.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it when it was in the original condition, but
I've seen pictures. You shared some stuff back in the day, I believe.
yeah. Wretched was the word. But we're bringing light, music, beauty, and art into the building, and then we figured out we're haunted because there are some souls still there, and we decided we were going to make their experience better than it was before we came along.
Well, it's a really cool place, a unique place, and you guys have done such a great job,
Thank you.
just bringing something else to downtown. Now, you had a dream, you had a vision, kind of a dream that you said, I want to be able to do A, B, and C. And one of those things happened here a few weeks ago. Tell us about what people were taking pictures of something on the highway and said, look what was in Huntsville today. Guess where it was at? It was at the Cat Cafe. It made a few other stops, but it was at the Cat Cafe. So tell us what happened and tell us a little bit about the dream that you had that came to pass.
Well, being in a historic building and doing heritage-style baking and such, we knew we were building a unique place. So now I have to say, the reason Kat's not sitting in this chair is that Kat is a little bit on the shy side, and you just can't make me be quiet. So I'm the face of the Cat Cafe.
There you go. That's all right.
But my dream has always been that one day we will be in Texas Monthly. We will be on Texas Bucket List. We will be in Texas Highways. And at that time, I didn't think about Texas Country Reporter, but Texas Country Reporter is actually the television show tied to Texas Monthly.
I didn't know that. I thought it was a separate thing.
It
Cool.
originally was, but then it was bought by Texas Monthly near the end when Bob retired. The previous host retired. And then they brought in JB Sauceda, if I say his name right. JB is a super down-to-earth guy. And they chose us. You know, we've only been open a little over 2 years.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and here you go.
So, yeah, one down.
How did, maybe somebody out there is watching, they've always dreamed of having something like this happen. How did they reach out to you guys? Did y'all kind of let them know you were around? Kind of what happened?
Well, okay, so I figured if we wanted to be in the magazine, we better subscribe to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the editor-in-chief, every month he sends out an email to all the subscribers and says, hey, here's some information. And then one of them, he said, I read every email that comes to this inbox.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm guilty of not doing that.
Yeah, so I sent him an email and said, hey, this is who we are, and one day we hope to be in your wonderful magazine. And, we've used your magazine's articles to study about the prison rodeo and to look into some of the history of our own hometown using resources there. And I said, one day I hope that we are honored to be in your magazine. Well, within a month, I got a response back from the editor-in-chief. He said he passed it over to the food editor. And then I got an email from a producer from Texas Country Reporter, and I saw the email address was texasmonthly.com.
Oh, yeah.
So they thought we were interesting enough, and we'll be on an episode in the fall.
Oh, that's so great.
So I was, just taking a chance.
And there it was. That's why I love doing this show, Kat, because we're all about just trying to provide a little inspiration, something to encourage folks every day. And there's the encouragement for today. Just take a chance. Justin used to be on the show with us, Killensworth. He always said, you don't know if you don't try.
Oh, absolutely.
And so here you were, a simple email saying, hey, just here we are, and if you ever, and then boom, boom. That's how it works, right, Isaiah?
Yeah. I mean, I've always said to people, if something you really want to happen hadn't happened yet, you're either not passionate enough about it or not consistent. If you're passionate enough about it and it hadn't happened, be a little more consistent. If you're consistent enough and it hadn't happened, throw a little more passion into it. She's been able to do both, and in 2 years, look at where she's at.
There you go.
So.
It's Justin's fault we're in that building.
Yeah, that's how all the connection happened.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's cool, to think about the journey of business, and we want to provide and uplift business here in Huntsville, especially small business. It's the backbone of any community. Elizabeth, you and your daughter, y'all just work so hard to build something that is so unique and so special to this community. maybe briefly give us just one thing that you've just really been overjoyed. Obviously, this with Texas Country Reporter coming,
yeah.
But maybe something that you've just been overjoyed over these last 2 years. Something that you said, "Wow, this has happened." And I know the Texas Country Reporter is the big one, but maybe something else that's just really wowed you about what you all have been able to do.
Well, I look back at the history of that building, or not the history of the building, but our history with the building. Justin was going to be in the building with the furniture store and asked us to be there with our food truck. And then they had a better opportunity, so we took the lease. And it just, it took us a year and a half because we were self-funded. If we didn't sell it in the food truck, we didn't have the money to pay for the repair inside. So it took us a year and a half to do the repairs. But once we started going with it, and every day was a struggle. Oh my gosh, every day. Every day was a struggle. And people thought we were nuts. I know they did, and I'm okay with that. But I had a vision, and then we got going, and every month I'm like, okay, I'm going to pick this target this month. This is what I'm working on this month. And I let Kat do the kitchen thing because I'm no good in the kitchen. If I'm in the kitchen, it's because we're all desperate. But we worked on a new project every month, picked a target, sought to complete it. And recently I looked around and said, I don't have any new projects to work on for the development other than just, now we're to the point that every week we get an email from some company asking us to carry their product.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, in fact, I'm wearing something today. I'm wearing some transdermal patches, vitamin patches today from a company named Barrier that said, hey, we found you guys and we think you're cool. Would you carry our product?
Oh, that's so cool.
So, yeah.
You guys are open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 10 to 4. And, man, even some holidays, even Christmas Eve. Now, you're closed on Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
Yep.
But you guys are just doing some really cool things. There's so many events and a lot that goes on over at CAT Cafe. And
something really cool just started. Oh, and this is like warm my heart sort of thing. A lady who's a regular said, I really need a social circle. I need to be around people. And I have a friend who needs to be around people. I said, well, let's start a Monday night stitch and bitch and just have a social and invite whoever needs community to come in. Now, we've been doing it about 6 weeks, and we're starting to get regulars coming in. And these ladies, the response I got was immediate. And these ladies needed an outlet to get out of the house, just come be with people that they knew
get together and do stuff,
and so friendships are being made because one woman said, I need a social circle.
Yeah, I love that. Well, there's so many events. You can find out everything that's going on. It's catcafebakery.com. Again, catcafebakery.com. So thankful. Whenever I was talking about this with Texas Country Reporter coming in, people were posting on Facebook, look what's coming down 45. They were in Huntsville today. And then here it was. And they were down there to see you. And I know they stopped at a couple of other places.
They did.
But looking forward to that. And you said, I know don't have an actual air date yet, but sometime in the fall.
Sometime in the fall.
Awesome. All
yeah.
right.
And JB will let us know once they know that air date. Now, something that has changed, because JB and I had a chance to talk about the switchover from Bob and his wife to him being JB being the host. And he said that people really kind of missed the invitation of come in and ride along when Bob's wife joined him.
Oh,
It felt a little too crowded, he said. So he's going to continue with that format. And he's going to continue with, just, how did they put it? Ordinary Texans doing extraordinary things.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's very down-to-earth people. I thoroughly enjoyed. We invited a select number of our regular guests to come and be there. And they all had a wonderful time. They represented Huntsville so well. It was a day full of joy.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, Elizabeth, we appreciate you and what you're doing. Folks, go out and support them. And by the way, Elizabeth brought something for us to give away on the show. What did you bring? I'm so thankful for this.
Oh, absolutely. So I brought 5 $20 gift certificates to CAT Cafe.
You better text in and win for us, man.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
man.
So these are yours.
Thank you.
To give away.
We will be giving them away on the show. Absolutely.
And we just hope that, if it helps somebody find out about functional mushrooms, come talk to me. I'm not super educated. I'm enough to help you get on your journey, but certainly not an expert. But I know what it's done for me and how it's changed my life. And,
Yeah.
And or maybe you want to come in and get just plain old cup of Joe. We can do that too.
Yeah, and they've got great coffee, all sorts of different types. So you even have some layered lemon snack over there that's really popular.
It's our signature drink. It's called a layered lemonade.
Yeah.
It involves 2 flavors of fruit-flavored syrups, fruit-flavored popping pearls, lemonade, and butterfly pea flower tea.
Ooh.
And you end up with this rainbow beverage.
Butterfly. What was it called? How do you say it?
Butterfly pea flower tea.
Man, that's a new song. Butterfly pea flower tea.
Maybe that's
could
your
be a band name.
opening sound for tomorrow.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for this, and most importantly, thank you for you. Just thank you for bringing joy and bringing such great ideas and really good things here to Huntsville. And friends, I want to encourage you, support local. Elizabeth, her family, they're working hard, just like so many people are here in this community. And it's so important to give back. So give back to these who are giving back to so many in our community.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you. And you're welcome back anytime, too.
All
So,
right.
yeah, especially if you bring these.
Oh,
well,
anytime.
Elizabeth had reached out and she goes, well, hey, I saw that it was for like nonprofit. Is it? I said, no, I want you to come. And then she goes, well, I want to do something. And she goes, can I bring some gift certificates? I said, yes, bring some gift certificates. I wanted to have you on today because that Texas Country Report is such a huge deal for this community, and thank you for allowing that to happen. So
Texas Country Reporter, by the way, they've got a hat giveaway thing that I found recently on their Instagram. So if you put in for the hat, and if they send you a hat, they'll send it along with a $100 gift certificate for Dairy Queen, and the whole purpose of the Dairy Queen certificate is to give it away to other people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
pay it forward.
Pay it forward. So go online and ask, get in the lineup for that Texas Country hat.
Wonderful. All right. Well, there she is, Miss Elizabeth Florer. We appreciate you. You're welcome back anytime. So please,
Thank
if you got anything coming up, feel free to let us know. So.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
You can win $20 today to Cat Cafe. There's another song. Isaiah, $20 at Cafe.
You got to get you a studio, man.
No, man.
Well, not this kind of studio.
We'll end up, we'll lose viewers if we keep doing this. I got to quit singing. All you got to do, Elizabeth, can you see that keyword?
Summer.
Summer is the keyword. And so all you got to do is text in the word summer along with your name to 936-339-0139. Again, 936-339-0139. We'll have a winner at the end of the show. So text in now, $20. This will get, and her prices are so good over there. This ain't going to get you one of those, just one cup from a quote-unquote big brand store that there's millions of locations. It's going to get you a lot of coffee and really good coffee. And I'm going to even step out on a limb and confidently say even better coffee or anything else.
Well, I just wanted to let y'all know the reason why our prices are what they are is because we understand our demographic and our town, and we want to make it reasonable for people.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. So you are going to get a lot for $20 over at Cat Cafe.
Definitely.
All right.
This is where we need a soundboard with like a little round of applause for after that.
That's right. And some coffee. Is there a noise when coffee pours? Like, whoosh?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, yeah, brewing. I'm telling you, man, sometimes I can't think. All right, text it in, Summer. We'll take a brief break. We will be back in a moment. As always, the show, and we couldn't have friends like Elizabeth on here sharing her story without Tomorrow's Promise. Over 27 years now of educational excellence, taking care of our young little ones, especially my little girl over there who's talking about candy. More information is online at tomorrowspromise.info. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. It is your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us, please.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We're not a daycare. We're a child care center focused on growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
what it is, man. You know what it do. You know what it do? I'll
The
tell you.
final countdown.
It's Wednesday, and that means it's time. Rick's Top 10. Although Rick isn't here today, there's this little joyful, bouncy head. He's kind of a cute little feller.
It's it's almost makes the beginning of the day that much more enjoyable. Just seeing Rick's bouncing head with the sunglasses.
Well, Rick, we love you, Rick, but you've made our day, Isaiah. Rick, we miss you. We're just kidding. Rick and Kay are out today, and I know Kay's been busy, and just keep her in your prayers. She's been working really, really hard, and she just needs some rest. And so, Kay, we love you. We're praying for you to feel better soon. And, Rick, we love you too, man. But we also love IB. And, IB, what do you got for us today on Rick's Top 10?
Rick. Well, today is National Splurge Day.
Okay.
So if you got a little bit of money in your pockets, I know
Well, I ain't splurging then, that's for sure. Ain't got no money in my pocket, bro.
for all those who have the means to celebrate National Splurge Day, this is for you. The number 10 way to celebrate National Splurge Day is tell your budget to take a day off. And maybe take tomorrow off, too.
I don't even have a budget. I try to have a budget, but it gets messed up every month.
Yeah, it's like as soon as I plan out, this is going to be my budget, we're sticking to it. There's something that comes in and just renders the whole budget useless. It never fails. Number 9 is to replace your to-buy list with an already bought list. I don't know. I'll let that speak for itself. Go buy all the things that you have always wanted to or would always have loved to buy.
No, don't do that. That's bad advice, Isaiah.
It's National Splurge Day.
No, man.
You have to take part in the holiday.
Get people in trouble, man. They're going to be in debt. Oh, wait, never mind. That's the American dream.
I was going to say, that's going to happen anyway. You might as well enjoy the holidays. Oh, man. Number 8 is buy that kitchen gadget you'll use once and then proudly store forever.
Oh, here's something real quick, man. Can you stop with the Christmas gadget, the Christmas kitchen gadget gifts?
Yes.
I'm guilty of it.
I no, same. But I've come to find some of them are more useful than others. But if someone gifts you or if you gift to someone the big stand-up mixer with the silver bowl, you may get one cake out of that. And it's now proudly an heirloom.
Those are expensive, man.
I know.
KitchenAid you ain't playing.
I know, but you know how
My
many
wife
people
uses
have
hers,
one
though.
and don't. Okay,
My
well, I was gonna
wife
say
does.
a lot of people. We bought one for my mom some years back for Mother's Day, and she used it twice a year. Now she baked cakes every week, but she used that mixer twice a year.
Where's it at now?
It's still stored exactly where she left it on top of the refrigerator in our family home.
Mama Barry, come on.
I don't. Yeah,
Well, I will say this: at Christmas time, please don't feel obligated to buy those little trinkets at Kohl's that are in the middle aisles. That's like a waffle maker. Mom don't need that. Anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off. It just hit me, man.
No. Sometimes you get a word out of nowhere.
there it was, man.
Oh, man. Okay, number 7. Upgrade your coffee order from medium to mortgage payment. Depending on where you get your coffee, that may be valid.
Don't go to CAT Cafe, then you don't have to spend a mortgage payment.
Exactly. Number 6. Splurge on the premium gas for your 2003 minivan because she deserves it.
Yeah, then the engine will start knocking, so go for that.
You'll splurge a lot more than you planned on at the mechanic if you do that. Number 6, don't do that one. Number 5, book a spa day for your dog. You'll just watch.
Are these okay?
I could have left that part.
Hold on.
My dog does need.
That was it. You'll just watch. Okay.
Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah.
I was like, there's something else there.
No. But hey, if you want to watch your dog at the spa,
go for it.
I like to see if they have any luck cutting my dog's toenails than I do. So
okay.
Maybe. Number 4, order dessert before dinner like a true rebel.
I eat dessert before dinner anyways.
Real bad boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I crossed that line once I turned 12.
Could you a bad boy for life? We ain't going nowhere. You remember that one?
Yeah. That's like the best. I don't know if you remember when Tom Brady posted that after winning the Super Bowl. It's like, because he was supposed to retire, then came back and won the Super Bowl. Him and Gronk is like, we ain't going
nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was no. Is
It's
that
like
the same
great,
song?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a
man.
great outro song.
Oh, I miss that stuff.
Good music back in the day.
Who knew the top 10 list would turn into that? That's the new.
This is where we at.
And now it's Rick's top 10.
Good old bad boy records for Rick's top 10.
That record label's going down.
That's just fast.
Yeah.
Number 4. Order dessert. Oh, sorry. We already been through there. Number 3. Buy that air fryer your cousin's been preaching about since 2021.
Get it. If you don't have an air fryer, you better get one.
I was going to say, that one may not be a splurge. That's a necessity.
Yes, sir.
An air fryer in 2025 is...
Ours gets used on the daily.
No, I would rank an air fryer above AI in terms of new technology.
I would rank an air fryer above a microwave in usage. We use it more than the microwave.
I believe it. Like, think about how many times, they tell you how AI is like the new technology of the future and it'll be integrated in our daily lives. No, my air fryer has been integrated in create AI that is as useful to me as my air fryer, and it'll be the best thing ever. And number 2, hire someone to clean your house while you sit in it and feel fancy.
Hey, we hired somebody yesterday to clean our I want to give a shout out. Deep Clean Texas.
Ooh.
Sky Carlton.
Yes.
She had a flash deal going on, and we got our house. We didn't get the deep clean. We got a 3-hour priority clean, extremely reasonable. And you give them a list, and they'll do whatever they can in 3 hours with that list. Well, this young lady, my wife came home and said, "Man, this was so great, sweetheart. Thank you." She called me sweetheart.
It takes a load off. Yeah.
It was nice, and I've been exhausted. Long story short, before we get to the number 1. Is we have VBS this week. I didn't go to sleep this morning until 3:30, man. I got back up at 6, and so it's going to hit me again like yesterday, which is okay. It's just I'm also having to watch the little one because she ain't, she's been a little bit under the weather, but she wants to be here for VBS, and I want her to be here. But anyways, I went to sleep pretty late last night, and it's been a long day.
Not having to clean the house will definitely take a load off of that.
But whenever it said sitting there and feel fancy, we told her don't clean the office because we had the dogs in there, and Braylon was tired too. And so I went home yesterday, 1 o'clock, and because I'd had such limited sleep, I slept for like 4 hours yesterday from 1 until 5. So I was in there sleeping, feeling fancy while she was cleaning.
Now that's fancy.
That's
Sleeping
it.
while you get your house cleaned that's National Splurge Day level of splurge
To the max.
Yes.
And here it is.
The number 1 way to celebrate National Splurge Day is to buy something ridiculous just so you can post treat yourself on Instagram.
Instead of check yourself, you better treat yourself.
I think that's an everyday thing, though. Is that not what Instagram's for now? You buy something and you show everyone, look what I just bought.
Yeah, I don't like that, though.
Or you take a trip and then you show everyone, look where I just went.
Yeah, I don't.
That's an everyday thing.
That's all right. All right, there it is. Rick's Top 10.
With Isaiah.
Dun, 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 dun. How does it go?
We ain't going
nowhere.
We ain't.
Because you a bad boy.
Rick's the bad
Rick's
boy.
a bad boy for life.
life.
And then you got to end it like this. You ready? With the tune, ready?
I don't know if that's. I haven't heard that song in so long.
I think that's a Rough Riders anthem.
You may have just remixed a couple songs in there. But hey, look, it went well.
Works out. All right, there you go. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It is Good Morning Huntsville, as always, brought to you by Tomorrow's Prom. We'll talk about what's going on at Tomorrow's Promise next. Over 27 years of educational excellence. It's Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. We'll talk about it when we come back. Stay with us. This is your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville here on a very, very wonderful Wednesday. Stay with us.
Tomorrow's Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
All right, friends, we're continuing on this journey this morning as we celebrate the good things here in Huntsville, Texas. Had Elizabeth Florer from CAT CAFE on earlier. Appreciate her. We're giving away some CAT CAFE currency. $20. And all you have to do is text in that keyword. Do it right now. Summer is the key. Don't be a bummer this summer. Picking that one up?
That was a bar.
I'm going to just get that little, and it's going to be on a soundboard.
I'm telling you, you got to get your own soundboard, man.
But I just
load it up with a couple of good ones.
I just want the one that goes, na-na-na-na-na, like that can, because ESPN has that, na-na-na-na-na-na. It's just overplayed. But so ours is going to be, na-na-na-na-na.
We'll create one.
We'll create it. Text in summer right now, your chance to win $20 to CAT CAFE. That number is 936-339-0139 as we continue on this morning. Welcome back. Oh, look, went right to Isaiah. Did you see it kind of glitch there at the end?
Yeah, it was like, are you sure?
Speaking of glitching, man, I was watching Pixels yesterday with Braylon. You remember that movie with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, and like the Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, they all come alive, and because it was back in the 82, they sent that something to NASA and it had the video games on. You know, NASA sent this thing with video games out into space, and some aliens picked it up and all that kind of jazz.
I don't remember. I don't know if it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
I like those kind of movies.
Took a core memory out of the back of my head. Yeah.
What kind of movies are you into, man? Are you a sci-fi guy? Are you a romance guy, like a Lifetime type dude? I mean, I am.
I mean, here's the thing. I'll watch a good sappy movie every now and then, like a Lifetime Hallmark channel. It's got to be an occasion, man. I can't just like put it on. But I'm a movie guy in general. So if
you have an occasion, I mean, what would the occasion be?
I don't know. Like maybe you got some friends over and y'all are just like, hey, this movie came out and we should all watch it, cry together,
eating hamburgers, drinking Diet Coke, and be like, hey, bro. Hey, let's put on Lifetime, man.
Yeah, you've never just, threw some burgers on the grill and
have a Lifetime, man's Lifetime watch party.
Exactly, man. You're not too tough to sit around with your guy friends,
talk about life problems
and
over
watch a Lifetime movie.
Oh, man.
And a Lifetime original movie.
You like the sci-fis, though? Or you?
Oh yeah, I'm big into
like
the sci-fis and the action movies and things like that. Although I'm not sure. I find myself, whenever I'm watching like action movies and things like that, I find myself, even though I know it's a movie, thinking to myself, that would never happen. Mm-hmm. Why would he? Like I was watching Fast and Furious not too long ago, and there's a scene where like Vin Diesel kicks down a parking garage with his feet, and I was like, I can't look at this anymore.
The whole thing like blows up. Sparks
Yeah, he
come
just
out.
like stomps really hard, and then the whole parking garage falls. And I'm like, I thought this was about cars. Oh man!
I just watched Oblivion for the first time the other day, and that was with Tom Cruise. It was a good movie.
Yeah. Really, I haven't seen it.
I had no idea that it was even a movie, and all these recommendations. I like movies too, like that one with Tom Hanks, and it's where he's in the airport, and he lives in the airport. Have you seen that one? I forget what it's called, but that was a good one too. He just lives in an airport, makes a home in the airport. Basically, is what he does.
Hey, he might have done something with that one. I don't know. The airport is pretty good.
Well, we are here. We want to welcome you back in. Hey, send in some comments. Many of you are commenting in this morning, and we want to say hello to some of you. We'll start with, let's get the music going. We're going to do a little Time to Shine, and then we want to talk about tomorrow's promise with IB. But let's go a little Your Time to Shine real quick. Phyllis Dillard joining us. Number one commenter, by the way, today. Good morning, Phyllis. Jamie Saucier's over at HMH. Taking care of his beautiful wife. Jamie, we love you, and Nina, and continuing to pray for y'all, my friend. But thank you for joining us, buddy. Jennifer Augustinetti saying it's a is this right? It ain't Terrific Tuesday. Hold on. I was reading comments from yesterday, man.
Hey.
Jamie is with us. We are still praying for you, brother. Jamie's with us this morning. Good morning to you. Also, Melissa Barham over at Advantage Specialties joining us. Yeah, I was pulling up comments from yesterday somehow.
Hey, if we hadn't scrolled past the Terrific Tuesday, I would have never.
That's me either. Autumn Wheaton joining us. Good morning. Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer. Now, here's Jennifer, by the way. Here it is. She says, good morning. It's a wonderful Wednesday. Now I know that it's right.
Yeah.
She says, find a Bible study to attend. Y'all have a blessed day, you too. Brian Smith up in Fargo, don't you know? Oh, you betcha, brother. Brian, if you ever come to Texas, man, to East Texas, give me a call. That's a good man.
Yeah.
I made a few close friends up there in Fargo, and I would put Brian on that good close friend list.
Fargo. What state are we?
North Dakota, you betcha.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah, and there's still a handful of folks I get the privilege of talking to, and Brian is one of them. He's a good man. Love that guy.
Got to take a trip to North Dakota. I've never been.
Adrian Hunter saying good morning. She was hollering at Elizabeth earlier. Autumn Wheaton, by the way, was saying the Journey Through Bethlehem planning meeting. You got to be a part of this. You been to the Journey Through Bethlehem in Huntsville? It's awesome, man.
No, I haven't. I have not. I've heard about it before, though. I've been
just
to
covering you up, like
yeah.
that graphic. Look, can you hide behind it? Look, there you go. Look, hey, kind of hide behind it and then pop out of it. You ready? Here we go. All right, ready?
No, I've been to. I'm on a mission though to go to all of the well-known, I guess, church put on stage plays. Are they just plays? I don't.
Yeah.
We had one. It's called Pathway of Light over in Madisonville.
Okay.
And so I've heard about the Journey Through Bethlehem, but I haven't been yet. That's part of it's on my bucket list. Is all of the different towns that have something like that. Send them all to me. I want to go to every one of them.
Well, the planning meeting, you can be a part of it. Reach out to Autumn Wheaton. They're going to be meeting over at Riverside Methodist in Riverside tomorrow night at 6:30. Thank you for the update on that. Adrian Hunter, Cabins and More of Texas. There's our man, Quentin Glaze. You know what, man? We got IB and we got QG. Yeah, you know me. Right there, Quentin Glaze. He's our number one engager. Used to be first commenter, but he's been slacking lately.
Yeah, hey.
That's all right, Quentin. Autumn, by the way, was saying this. She said it's National Splurge Day. She's going to splurge on Panda Express.
That's a valid splurge. I'm okay with that. I don't know if people are into Panda Express.
It depends for me. It's got to be like, it's good if you have children because you can go out, you can get out of there with $20 and have enough to feed the kids.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's what's cool about it.
Depends on when you get them, when you catch them.
Well, there it is. That is your time to shine here on Good Morning Huntsville. Thanks for being with us. We've got just a few more minutes, and I wanted to make sure that we do highlight some great things. We already had Elizabeth earlier, CAT CAFE, but we couldn't be here without tomorrow's promise Montessori schools. Isaiah, you've been in the saddle now for a couple of months. What's been going on? What have you been working on, man?
Man, working on a lot. The biggest thing coming down the barrel that I've been putting a lot of my effort into and just trying to make sure it goes well is, so September 13th, we're coming up on our Lasso Your Imagination event. And for those of you who don't know, we partner with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library is what it's called. And we send free books to children every month from ages 0 to 5. So if you have a child age 0 to 5, they can apply to get a free book every month. And we take on the cost of sending those books out to the children. So our Lasso event at the end of or middle of September, not the end of September, we use every year to kind of fundraise for that initiative. And this year we want to make it as cool as we can, not just to raise the money, but just like I said, I've been on a mission to kind of put some cooler events in Huntsville for people to go to. So we're having the barbecue dinner this year. We're going to have a silent auction, a live auction, a bake sale. There's going to be live music playing. The whole shebang is going to be cool. Tickets, you can get them online or you can get them from us at Tomorrow's Promise. You can also purchase a table for your business or for your family. You know, if you have a business out there and you want to get a little extra sponsorship or a little bit more promotion, then you can buy a table, and with that table comes, you'll get posted on our Facebook as a community literacy supporter. You'll get a sign on your table that says this table was sponsored by. So even if you don't want to come or if you can't make it and you just want to sponsor the table and give those tickets to someone else, everyone will know that you sponsored that table and that you've helped contribute to the childhood literacy here in Walker County. So those are some of the things that we have coming up, our biggest things. And then not to mention our a car show that we have coming up as well. This year we're gonna do some cool stuff, give away some trophies.
Cool.
So if you have an old school car, you could enter your car and win best old school car. You can win best new school car. We have a big cool trophy for best in show. So I don't know if anyone's into that. It'll be about this tall, real championship cup type trophy. So yeah, we're just trying to make some cool things happen in Huntsville while supporting the children at the same time. So.
Love it. Well, man, you're doing great work, Isaiah. I wanted to compliment you and just say thank you for what you're doing to help bring awareness to not only a great organization, Tomorrow's Promise, but also for the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. My children receive those books. I talk about it every Wednesday, but it's so important. Childhood literacy is so important. Kay has taught me a lot about several things, and once in a while we have Kay's Wednesday Wisdom, and she told me a while back, I posted this on Facebook, though, about how we just get into autopilot. We're talking about it on the show, actually. We get into autopilot, man, because if you go to work the same way every single day, then on a Saturday you find yourself driving to work, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't have to work today.
Yeah.
So Kay has always encouraged me. She's told me, like, once in a while, take a different route to work. Do something different because it tweaks your brain in a different way. It makes you be more alert of what's going on around you. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love about the Montessori method. You guys are constantly changing along with what you're teaching, but you're changing different things that children do so they get different experiences, which keeps their minds engaged. It's not the same mundane, go in, sit down, get a pen and paper, do this, go play, come back in, take a nap. No, it's all day long, different activities throughout the week. I mean, I walked in one day, they had some little plants growing in the I used to do this when I was a child, man.
In the bags.
The bags, yeah. With the paper towel in there. I was like, one of them had Braylon's name. I was like, she's in here growing some plants. This is cool,
They've gotten, I don't know if Braylon probably told you or if you've seen it, but now they've taken those plants and learned how to plant them in potting soil. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's another new thing it's just about being a well-rounded individual. And, you can never start too early gaining those experiences that make you a little more well-rounded. And then that's why, I love us, sending out the books because, one, you get to, every month there's a new story being introduced to you as a child, which everyone has their favorite story or when you were growing up what your favorite book was. Mm-hmm. But imagine having so many different stories to pull upon whenever you get older. That starts as a child, and it helps them be more well-rounded in the way that they think, the way that they go about their day. Just because they read, some books between 0 to 5, or their parents may have read the books to them or whatever, it also helps with speaking. I know I get surprised all the time at the children that come up to me and they're smaller and smaller and they hold a full conversation with you once they get rid of their shyness. And you can tell it's because they've been reading, or at least like the picture books where they can point at it and say, oh, that's a chair, that's a book, like even the small books. And then, they graduate up to the more difficult books, but it helps exercise their mind. And if they start to reading, it's not going to maybe make them start speaking immediately, but when they do start speaking, they'll have all of this knowledge and all of these words and all of these stories to pull upon from reading books or from putting some bean plants in a plastic bag and then planting them into some potting soil, or doing the pink tower and trying to stack. It's all just about how we can get them ready for school and then how we can get them ready for life. So
I love that, man.
That's my soapbox for this morning. That's my rant.
That's a good soapbox, man. You better pick up what IB's putting down. Sorry if I call you IB. I kind of like that name.
Yeah, no, I told you, man. Like some people, I've had several nicknames throughout the years, but my friends in high school used to call me I. So the IB is just an extension from that.
I Am Legend.
Hey,
it's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
Today also International Picnic Day. It's International Panic Day, International Sushi Day. Head over to, oh, man, Yummy Yummy. I love Yummy Yummy, by the way. Do you ever go over there?
I'm not a big fan of sushi.
Well, you're going to be I'm going to take you over to Yummy Yummy because you will.
I've never gone, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's here in Huntsville. It's a stir fry. Man, it's good.
Okay.
We already know it's National Sports. It's also National Flip Flop Day. IB and I missed the message on that one. Man. Country singer, former The Voice judge Blake. I hate it's the former The Voice judge. It's not the same without him anymore. Blake Shelton, 49 today.
Wow. He doesn't look – you wouldn't be able to tell it.
49 today. Paul McCartney. Can you believe this? Sir Paul McCartney, 83 today. That is crazy.
Sir Paul McCartney. Is he a knight?
I guess so.
That's crazy.
He is 83. A couple of things you need to know. Here it is. 16-time Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest winner Joey Chestnut has reportedly struck a deal with Major League Eating to return to the July 4th Nathan's Hot Dog Eating competition after being banned last year. He's back.
Hey, look, you win 16 times in a row. We might got to ban you to let someone else get in there.
He's back, man. The televangelist Jimmy Swaggart has been hospitalized. He's the longest running televangelist ever. He has been hospitalized, had a heart attack. He's 90 years old.
Wow.
So he is in the hospital there.
Prayers for Swaggart.
A couple of other things here. None of these are – I try to have some of these ready to go, but some of this stuff I'm like, whatever. Check this out. Costco is working on standalone gas stations. They always have them next to the store.
To the Costco.
Bridget gets mad at me, my wife. Why don't you go to get gas while we're here? Because I don't feel like it. It ain't worth the 10 cents I'm going to save for my time. I'm ready to get out of it.
Yeah.
When I get to Costco, I'm ready to get out of Costco.
Yeah, it's an event going to Costco or Sam's Club.
Yes. Yeah, when I'm as soon as I walk in and get my free samples, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to stick around for the gas. Sorry, guys. But they're working on this. It's going to open up in California, the first one is spring next year. And so that is their deal. Look at this. The father of University of South Carolina quarterback Lenoris Sellers says that his son was offered a 2-year, $8 million NIL deal from another school, which he declined. I'm not a fan of the NIL and how it's ruining college athletics, by the way.
How do you offer a baby an NIL deal? And how does the baby commit to the 2-year obligation?
Well, he didn't. He turned down $8 million. I guess he's committed to his team, which is a good thing.
Someone really wants that championship.
Yeah, no joke.
Some booster really wants that championship.
It happens to us all. Have you ever been in the middle of talking? I do it on the show all the time. Forget what you're talking about?
Yes.
Well, it happened to Luke Bryan. He's 48 years old. He's sitting down playing at the piano, his hit song, Strip It Down, when all of a sudden he abruptly stopped and announced, I totally forgot all the words.
That's okay.
His own
but
song.
That's kind of normal though, because I've seen different artists go through that because they make so much music, and they make so much music that we never even get to hear, unreleased music. So there's so many lyrics in their head that sometimes they do forget their song. Now, I don't know how you forget your most popular song, but we'll give him a pass on that one today.
You ever wondered, wine is made of grapes, obviously. Mm-hmm. You ever wondered how many grapes go into a bottle of wine? No,
I've never had that thought. But
you do now.
I can't say
You
but
do now, right?
I'm intrigued.
How many do you think?
For one bottle of wine?
One bottle of wine. How many grapes do you think go into that?
That's like 1,000 grapes, maybe.
How many pounds do you think that would be?
1,000 grapes?
Yeah. See, this
like
is
25 pounds, maybe, right?
Well, then the wine would be 25 pounds, right?
No, because it's just the liquid from the grapes.
Okay, you're right. See, that's why I was testing you. Okay. It's a
right. And then I'm way off.
No, 700 grapes.
Okay,
2.6 pounds. So that's how much fruit that's in those things. Can you believe that?
Man,
that's pretty
that's
crazy.
A lot of sugar, right?
It is, yeah. A recent survey says that the main things we feel guilty about throwing away, number one, gifts, family heirlooms, and then clothes we don't wear, and then finally greeting cards. I feel bad about throwing away greeting cards. I really do.
I do too, yeah.
In fact, I keep them all, and I put them on the Christmas tree every year.
Really?
Yes.
That may be a new tradition. I keep them in like a shoebox because I always, you know how like you'll get a greeting card and it has the money in it, and you forget to actually read the card once the money falls out. I try to read it and put it in the shoebox every time. I'm going to need a new shoebox sooner or later.
Got a vacuum at home, Isaiah? Got a vacuum?
Yeah.
All right. Most people have a vacuum. Unless you call Deep Clean Texas regularly, you don't need one. They'll take care of it for you.
Well, I have wood floors, so my vacuum just kind of, it's just there.
It does what it needs to do then. Yeah. Well, the average lifespan of that vacuum cleaner, 10 years. This is according to Consumer Research. Very important stat this morning.
Oh, well,
10 years.
I've never kept a vacuum 10 years, but I'll take their word for it.
Wanted to tell you something else, too. You always think about, your heart health, right? Mm-hmm. Well, giant sporting events like the Olympics, research has shown, can increase your risk of having a heart attack because it puts too much pressure on your heart.
You're not the one jumping the hurdles. What's the pressure?
Where does this come from?
Man, I really hope Usain wins this race. If not, I may just crow. That's tough. Don't go to the Olympics with heart problems.
Finally, I'm going to ask you something here, Isaiah. You're embarrassed to admit it, but you like what? You're embarrassed to admit this, but you like what? Can you think about it? Something that you'd be embarrassed to admit, but you like this.
Lifetime movie.
Do you really?
No.
Oh, man, I thought I had a new best friend.
No, I mean, it's not terrible. You know what? I'm a fan of Katy Perry music. That's look. I may be embarrassed to say it, but if you throw KP on, you got me. I'm a fan now. If we're in the car and I just hear a firework start playing on a road trip, it's now karaoke.
You're embarrassed to admit it, but you like
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry music. Right. You took mine. It's Lifetime. It really is. I'm not even joking about it.
No. The Lifetime movies are great. The Lifetime movies are better than the Hallmark movies.
Oh, yeah. I like both of them. I like Hallmark movies during Christmas time.
I was just going to say the Christmas and Thanksgiving ones are kind of spectacular. They always revolve around a similar storyline, though.
Finally, here's some news for you. We're going to go a little potty humor this morning, okay? Mm-hmm. A scientist declares that toilet paper should go under. This was the age-old toilet paper debate. Over or under may finally be settled. Dr. Primrose Freestone, he's a clinical microbiologist at the University of Leicester, says that under is the safer and more hygienic choice. So there you go. Don't touch the roll. Toilet paper under is the. I thought it was going to go into something about bidets, like throw it under. You're not using it anymore. Here's one too. This is some pretty interesting news. A baby boy was born to a brain dead mom in Georgia. It's a very serious one. There was a legally dead Georgia woman just gave birth. Adriana Smith. It was a mother and a nurse. Was in the early stages of pregnancy when she suffered a medical emergency linked to blood clots in her brain, was declared brain dead in February. Her family had no choice but to see her remain on life support in compliance with the state's abortion law, which bans abortion after cardiac activity is detected. The fetus showed signs of health issues well before Friday when the baby was delivered prematurely by emergency cesarean section at Emory University Hospital, weighing just 1 pound, 13 ounces. The good news is he's expected to be okay. Smith's mother, April Kirk, tells the outlet of the boy named Chance. I love that name for that little feller. He's just fighting, she says, requesting prayers as she prepares to say goodbye to her daughter. That's got to be tough because you've brought in your grandson, but you've got to say goodbye to your daughter. It's another difficult moment for Newkirk, who previously told WXIA television station there that she believes the family should have had a choice in medical decisions involving Smith. The family honored Smith's 31st birthday on Sunday And among those to attend the event, the state representative there, it just a tragic story, but a story of a miracle in the same sense right there, Isaiah. All right, well, I think that'll just about wrap it up. We had many text in. We'll announce a winner. We'll text a winner after the show because we got to get rolling. I did want to say a special shout-out this morning to our friend over at Ink Slingers, looking at ink, our good friend Nathan Smith. He said Snoop. Do you know Nathan over there?
Yeah.
Does he call you that?
Well, from my hometown, that's what a lot of people called me.
It was Snoop.
Yeah. That was my childhood nickname.
Snoop. So that's Nathan's calling you Snoop.
Yeah,
no.
we used to go to church together.
Really?
Over in Madisonville.
Man.
Yeah.
How cool is that, man?
He's actually his wife is my mom's cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. So, small world.
Small world, man. That's where we got our Raise a Hope T-shirts this year from old Nate Smith over there. I be Snoop. All right. Anything else, brother? It's been fun this morning, man. I got to get to VBS.
Yeah, no, man. Just enjoy coming and everyone go out. I will say this to everyone just because it was on my mind today, man. Find some way to go and be in the house of the Lord, man. Even if it's going to Bible study or getting your kids into a VBS somewhere, even if it's just one day. Just I believe, one day a week, one day a month, one day a year. One apple a day keeps the doctor away. So.
Amen, man. I love that. Thank you, Isaiah.
That was it, yeah.
Isaiah Berry. More information at Tomorrow's Promise. Get your children enrolled today. You can schedule a tour. Go online for more information at tomorrowspromise.info. That'll wrap it up, friends. Go out, have a blessed day. Make a difference in somebody's life. I end the show the same way, but please hear what I'm saying, especially this morning. We're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We really do need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I guarantee somebody out there this morning needs you. For Isaiah Berry, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you to get out there. Again, make that difference. We will be back at it tomorrow morning. Until then, so long and God bless. Have a beautiful and a very wonderful day, everyone. I'm going to leave you with a recap of VBS yesterday. I'm going to show these every day, what's going on. You can still bring your child by, even though it's Wednesday. Bring them by. Get them over here in the morning for VBS. We'll see you, Isaiah.
Yeah, no problem. See you.
Yeah, it's VBS at FBC Huntsville. What's up, right? You ever wonder why the world is so amazing? Let's go. Oh, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. I'm growing in faith, I'm following strong. At FBC we sing this song. Oh, I wonder, learning His word, can't get enough. Jesus is joy, Jesus is truth, we're living it out in all we do. Oh, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. Open up the Bible, let me take a look. So many questions got me hooked. Why did He make the stars so high? Why did He paint the evening sky? I wonder about love, I wonder about grace. I see His power in every place. From worship rally to the game outside, Jesus walks with me, He's my guide. Jumping in the Word, can't sit still. Praises go up like over a hill. Every lesson, every prayer, He's showing me that He is there. I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. I'm growing in faith, I'm following strong. At FBC we sing this song. Oh, I wonder, learning His word, can't get enough. Jesus is joy, Jesus is truth, we're living it out in all we do. Oh, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. I'm growing in faith, I'm following strong. At FBC we sing this song. Oh, I wonder, learning His word, can't get enough. Jesus is joy, Jesus is truth, we're living it out in all we do. Oh, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. I'm growing in faith, I'm following strong. At FBC we sing this song. Oh, I wonder, learning His word, can't get enough. Jesus is joy, Jesus is truth, we're living it out in all we do. Oh, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. I'm growing in faith, I'm following strong. At FBC we sing this song. Oh, I wonder, learning His word, can't get enough. Jesus is joy, Jesus is truth, we're living it out in all we do. Oh, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. I'm growing in faith, I'm following following strong. At FBC we sing this song. Oh, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Learning His word, can't get enough. Jesus is joy, Jesus is truth. We're living it out in all we do. Oh, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. Science and crafts got my mind on fire, asking big questions that lift me higher. Who made the oceans, the stars, the trees? God made it all with perfect ease. Snack time break, then back to the groove. Dancing for Jesus, we got the moves. Recreation, celebration, every day's a new creation. When I feel small, like I don't belong, I remember God's love is big and strong. I'm His child, He knows my name. Yesterday, today, He stays the same. Do you wonder? Do you grow? Do you love Him? Let it show. Go, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder what God's gonna show me this summer. I'm growing in faith, I'm following strong. At FBC we sing this song. Go, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Learning His word,